Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He scores B+. He's a good guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He does more than just talk, he puts in real work and pays close attention to everything he does. He's serious about doing things well and wants his efforts to mean something, not just for show. If stress hits him hard, it can slow him down and make him doubt himself.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's likely to take it to heart and feel quite upset or anxious. Small setbacks can really bother him, and he may get caught up in his own worries, overthinking what went wrong. He is not quick to brush things off or move on with a smile.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work generally like and respect him because he's polite, thoughtful, and treats everyone with kindness. He tries hard to keep the peace and avoids arguing, so you won't hear about him shouting or picking fights. Colleagues usually see him as dependable and caring, not as someone who creates trouble.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He will be proud of you and genuinely happy about your achievements. He cares deeply about the people close to him and wants to see them do well. He's not the type to get jealous or feel threatened by your success.
What if you start earning more than him?
He's unlikely to secretly resent you if you earn more. In fact, he'll want to see you do well and will respect your hard work. He values kindness and fairness, so he doesn't see your success as a threat. If you notice he's feeling a little down, some gentle reassurance can help.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money quite carefully and likes to have things in order. He pays attention to how much he spends and probably keeps track of bills and savings. He's not the type to waste money on flashy things or sudden shopping sprees.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives a life he can afford and doesn't pretend to be richer or show off to impress others. He believes in being honest and practical about what he has, and he's more interested in comfort and genuine happiness than trying to look fancy. He prefers simple, well planned living to showing off or pretending.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is open handed and kind, always willing to help others and share what he has. He doesn't hold back when someone truly needs support, whether it's with money, time, or a kind gesture. He believes in doing good for others and is generous within his limits.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and honest about money, preferring clear conversations instead of keeping secrets. If you ask him about savings or expenses, he will answer honestly and try to make sure both of you are comfortable. He doesn't hide things or use money to control decisions in the relationship.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared between both partners, not just left to you. He cares about fairness and will want to help out so no one feels overburdened. He doesn't think chores are meant for only one person and values working together as a team.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will genuinely help with chores and diapers, not just stand by and give instructions. He cares about making things fair at home and is willing to roll up his sleeves when needed. With him, you get a true teammate, not just a manager.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He tries hard to understand your side and doesn't argue just to win or prove a point. Even if he feels upset, he listens carefully and wants to know how you feel. He prefers calm, gentle conversations over shouting or stubbornness.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he usually tries to stay respectful and avoid saying hurtful things. He doesn't get aggressive or lash out, but you might see him become emotional or even overwhelmed by his feelings. If he needs time to calm down, he may step away or get quiet rather than create a big scene.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he can get upset or emotional quicker than some others, especially if he's stressed or things don't go as planned. While he isn't mean or violent, his feelings can sometimes get the best of him, leading to tears, frustration, or going silent. This doesn't mean he's dangerous, but it's important not to ignore his sensitivity.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to say sorry and take responsibility when he's made a mistake. He cares about your feelings and wants to make things right, so he doesn't just point fingers or blame you to protect himself. Sometimes his own worries may make him pause or feel upset, but he won't hide from the truth.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He values kindness and your comfort, so he will listen carefully when you share what feels right or wrong for you. Even if he feels eager or emotional, he won't push you or ignore your wishes.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He might feel a bit sensitive or even worry quietly if you're not in the mood for intimacy, but he won't get angry or blame you. Sometimes he could wonder if he did something wrong or if you're upset with him because he cares deeply about your feelings. His first instinct is to make sure you're okay, not to make you feel guilty.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and respect. He values your feelings and would never use something personal to hurt or embarrass you later on. He understands that intimacy is about trust and closeness, and he takes that seriously.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He cares deeply about the relationship and values the connection he has with you. His loyalty comes from kindness and a desire for true closeness, not just habit or fear.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He is not overpossessive, jealous, or controlling. He trusts you and believes in giving each other space and respect. He wants you to feel free and comfortable, not trapped by suspicion or rules.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature does not come from a need to control or boss you around. He wants to care for you and make sure you feel safe and supported, but he doesn't use protection as an excuse to limit your freedom or make all the decisions himself. He respects your independence and trusts your choices.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He truly sees parenting as a team effort and doesn't expect you to do all the work alone. He wants to be an equal partner, helping out with everything from school projects to bedtime stories or even the tough parts like tantrums and illness. With him, you'll feel supported and never taken for granted in raising your family.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he might find it hard to stay completely calm. He truly cares, so mistakes or chaos can make him feel stressed or emotional. And sometimes he might react by raising his voice or looking upset. The important thing is, he's never trying to scare or hurt the kids. He just feels things deeply.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have dreams, goals, and a life beyond just being a parent. If you need help balancing family and your own needs, he will try to step in and share the work.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who would support your career, now only to later pressure you to quit after having a child. He believes in fairness and wants you to continue growing and doing what you love, even after becoming a mother. He respects your ambitions and understands that being a mother and having a career can go together.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with genuine warmth, not just polite manners on the surface. His kind nature means he truly cares about the feelings and comfort of those close to you. With him, your parents are treated as part of the family, not as a formality. He will try to adjust to your family, showing respect for their traditions and ways of doing things.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he might feel quite emotional or stressed himself, but he won't make things worse by fighting or saying harsh words. Instead, he may become quiet or look a bit upset, needing some time to gather his thoughts. His main aim is to protect your relationship, not create more problems.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is not the kind of man who will act modern with you in private, but then expect you to suddenly become a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values honesty and fairness and won't want you to pretend or change who you are just to please others. If his family has certain customs, he might explain them to you, but he won't force you to play a role you're not comfortable with.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you and not just stay out of it or take their side against you. He cares about your feelings and will make you his priority when things get tough. Even if he feels uncomfortable or stressed, he won't leave you alone to deal with conflict.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's not a mummy's boy who blindly follows his mother or lets her run your life. He respects his family, but he also values your feelings and your partnership. He will do his best to be fair, but most importantly, he wants you to feel supported and safe.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He understands the importance of keeping your personal matters between the two of you and values your trust. You don't have to worry about your private moments becoming family talk.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So this is why this guy scores B+. He's a good guy. Day in and day out, being with this man feels stable, caring, and thoughtful. He works hard, pays attention to your needs, and genuinely wants to make your life comfortable.